So today we're with our old friend, the Nissan Maxima. Specifically, what we're looking at is the e-brake. The tension is enormous. It's just so tight, I could barely move the lever here. It really should come up quite a bit. So what we're going to do is get it in the garage. We'll take off the rear wheels, take a look at the system, and we'll correct the problem. So I'm on a hill. I should be able to roll backwards. And nothing. My foot is off the brake. We're not doing anything here, so it's definitely engaged. So here we're looking at the driver's side. If you're unfamiliar with the parts of a braking system, very quickly, this is your brake rotor, your caliper, and you have one brake pad here, another brake pad right back there. And the way that this system works is as you depress the brake pedal, you have hydraulic fluid that runs through the brake line, and you have a piston in the caliper. And as the fluid engages with the piston, it squeezes these two brake pads and compresses against the rotor, and that's how the car stops. If you're curious on how to replace any of these parts, I'll include a few links in the description box below. I have a number of videos on them already, but what we're curious, as you can see, again, this is the hydraulic brake line. This is okay, we have no interest in this. Right here, this is the e-brake that leads into the cabin. And as you can see, it's engaged. It should be a little bit loose. So this is where the problem is. So the first thing I'm going to do is just remove the spring here. Make sure you wear safety glasses when you do this. And as you can see, this guy just is not moving at all. Let's clean this up with a wire brush. Now this is just a little WD-40 or PB Blaster. This is a 17mm size nut here. And there we go. So what we're going to do is just remove the parts, clean them up, and we'll reinstall everything. The only reason why we have this problem is just due to surface rust and just not using the vehicle very often, really. So we'll clean the parts and get this up and running again. Now what I'm going to do is just get in the car. We'll move the lever up and down a couple times just to make sure that the system is working correctly. In other words, nothing's bound up inside the cable here. So let's try that out. And as you can see, the cable is fine. Now if this was bound up, if I still couldn't move it, then we have a problem somewhere else. But this works perfectly fine. Okay. Now the other thing that I'm checking is that the piston and the caliper is not frozen. Now this is the passenger side. When I checked on the driver's side, the brake pad just completely broke in half. So we'll also replace the rear brake pads. I do have a video already on this. I'll include the link in the description box below. It's also on our website at carsntoys.net. And this is just an adapter tool. Let's see if this spins, and it does. Okay, so this caliper is not frozen, which is good, but we'll also replace the brake pads, and this car will be in good shape. So now we're on a slight incline. Just to do a quick test, the e-brake is off. Let my foot off the brake pedal and we roll back. Now with the e-brake on, my foot off the brake and nothing. E-brake off and now we roll back. So we're in good shape.